Hey, what's up? It's Titanic Fan 97 doing my first and only tour inside my house as it is right now. So right now we have nearly 5,000 copies of Titanic on VHS, all stored inside my house. Up here, all the autographs. We got an actual piece of the ship, and then we got the Ripley's book, more autographs, special editions. We got the screener, some macaroni and cheese right there, pretty cool. The creation of Titanic on VHS painting, TVs, we have the ship up there. And then over here, we have some magazines, and then we're actually like double stacking because there's so much Titanic. Old school poster from summer before the movie was released in December, so kind of rare right there. Got the signed Celine Dion up there, check that out. We got the Jack Dogsons, cassette number 1, cassette number 2. We got the French Girl couch right here, which is a nice addition. I started building these pillars. This goes around the edges of my house, so that's kind of cool how that all looks. Right there is the shower curtain. So yeah, it's like cool to see all the Titanic on VHS right there. And there it is. T on V, baby. Jack Dawson. Alright, right here you can see we got James Cameron, Jack Dawson, Jack Woodson, our custom T on VTV. Got the creature from the Black Lagoon wearing the life belt. And then we have the display that you put your Titanics in. There's me with Jack Dawson, and me with Jack Dawson, and of course Jack Dawson. And then over here we have the classic, iconic shelf. Any video you see that I make is usually in front of this shelf for the most part. You know, you got Molly Brown, you got Fabrizio, Funko Pops, Jack Crochetson, some custom VHS, Titanic, James Cameron, check that out, a little 3D action right there. We got this mask made, Jack Dawson, so you can actually wear that. We have the actual Titanic doll line, that's the Captain Smith, the Jack Dawson, the James Cameron. Those were custom made, but they are actually from the official Titanic doll line that came out in '97. We got the Titanic bell up there, behind there's the Terminator. And yeah, pretty much down here is where like I keep all my models. So you'll see like the submersible model, there's puzzles, there's actual models I put together. So yeah, every Titanic ship I get, I try to put on this shelf. I don't know why, just like a nice little theme going on with the ships. This is a voice box.
Titanic, Titanic, Titanic! I love Titanic!
If you lift that up, it will just go on repeat saying I love Titanic. Up here is the Avatar, Jack Sully. Kind of hard to see him, but there's a little Jack Dawson on him. Everywhere you look, you'll notice something new. You know, Blockbuster mac and cheese. Or maybe you look over here, you'll see an actual Titanic on VHS. And right here is Jack Longson. He's got custom 10-foot legs that wrap around this entire giant shelf right here. Here's Jack Way Too Cuteson. Of course, we have the puzzle. We have the Titanic firework. The new James Cameron movie's coming out, so we bought the book right there. Behind the scenes VHS. All of the internationals are back here. You'll see UK, Japan. Over here, the display only VHSs. You can see those at like Blockbuster, so it'd pretty much be like, you can rent this movie, and behind that would be the movies that you rent. Over here we have the Weird Paul VHS. He should be in the display case, but I had not put him in there yet. Down here, you know, we got an autograph, Jack Dawson right there. All of our Jack Dawson tapes, kind of like bootleg tapes, but they're kind of cool to see. Thumbtanic right there. We got an angel holding the VHS. I'm gonna turn him into Jack Dawson, but haven't really got there yet. Down here's all the soundtracks. So behind all these CDs are more CDs. So there's so many of them down there. Got the video games. You'll see down here's all our cassette tapes. So just the soundtrack on cassette. And even down here's all of our collector's editions. So they run all the way down just behind his legs right there. Another pillar, but this one's all of the documentary. And then even down here is our bar. And there's more Titanic just wrapping around this. So you'll see right there, more Titanic on VHS, full bar worth. All right, moving on to our kitchen right here. We have Titanic widescreen just lining up the top of the kitchen. We have the banner, Titanic on VHS coming soon, and then more Titanic on VHS. Pretty much just lines everything up. And then we have another new addition. We haven't made him anything yet, but there's a new Jack Dawson on the way. Jack Dawson, pretty cool, on top of even more Titanic on VHS. As you can see, our house is just covered in the good stuff. There it is, Titanic Fan 97. On top of our fridge is actually a thick brick, just full of the single cassettes. So no sleeves on these ones. Jack Dawson, the king of the world, just hanging out right there. So yep, this is it. The last time I'm documenting this collection in this house. I can't believe it myself. We are actually moving everything in about a week. So we're packing everything up and moving it to a new location where people can come visit, tour the collection, take pictures, hang out, watch Titanic on VHS. This is a lot of Titanic on VHS, but this is what we do it for. I'll see you next time.